Funny thing about the argument for capitalism to say that it produces innovation, babes, it quells innovation.
Just in case you were curious, no, she doesn't actually have a valid argument to back this up, and I'm about to prove it.
Hemp. Hemp, for example. Hemp could have been a staple in garments and plastic production.
It's illegal in China, it's illegal in Cuba, it was illegal in the Soviet Union. Moreover, capitalism is specifically defined by the characteristics of private ownership governing the means of production and free trade. The government interfering in the free market to ban an entire industry, such as hemp and cannabis, is explicitly anti-capitalist.
No, fossil fuel companies said, excuse me, we've been digging in the ground for petrochemicals, and we're going to keep it that way.
You can say the same thing about the CCP. In fact, the CCP has a much worse track record when it comes to environmental pollution. The only difference is China itself has very few petroleum deposits, and as such, they have to import it from the Middle East. But other than that, once again, communism doesn't really have a better track record than capitalism when it comes to pollution.
Yes, it is causing greenhouse gas emissions, which is then causing climate change.
Once again, China has a much worse track record when it comes to greenhouse emissions, and they are not a capitalist country. And if you want to talk about climate change, look at what the USSR did to the Aral Sea. I rest my case. Plain and simple, nothing you mentioned in this video has anything to do with capitalism or is the fault of capitalism. The few things that you did name that happen in capitalist nations also happen in socialist nations, infinitely more. You can't fault capitalism for things that have been much worse under socialism.